Thank you for coming on such a beautiful day that proves that global warming is not a myth. And we would have done this inside, but since we're out here going to endorse an independent, I thought it would be better to be in front of the Statehouse than inside the Statehouse. We're here today because we want to talk about a positive endorsement. There's enough negativity and attacks going on during the campaign that we really believe that it is rare that you get a chance to support someone running for governor that has the integrity, the principles, the strong backbone, and the knowledge and depth that someone like Chris Daggett has. And that's why we're saying this is a positive endorsement. This is not an attack on anyone. This is talking about what we can do to move this state forward. This is really an endorsement about someone who knows how to get things done, who work with people from varied backgrounds, from business and labor, from the environment, from education, all across the spectrum. But not just talk about problems, but talk about concrete solutions and come to a common ground to be able to move the state forward. This system is broken. You know, we have seen time and time again, scandals, front page of our newspapers, debt running out of control, cutting government spending, furloughing state workers. And all of this, all we hear is rhetoric. This guy said this guy did that, tax back and forth. We need to have clear, honest solutions that bring the state together, not keep dividing us. And that's why we're here supporting Chris Daggett. This is the first time in the history of the New Jersey Sierra Club we've actually supported an independent. And so, and this is actually one of the very few times we haven't even supported a Democrat for governor, because if you look at our history, we have not supported many Republicans. In fact, in '97 we stayed out, and in 85 we stayed out, but historically we supported McGreevey. 4 years ago we were the first group to endorse John Corzine. And we're here today to be the first major group to endorse Chris Daggett. And I think that sends a very clear message on how Trenton is broken. One of the things that we know with Chris is that we know we have someone who has been there with us for over 25 years. Whether when he was at EPA Region 2 when he stood up and stopped Westway against tremendous pressure from all types of politicians and those that are part of the pavement industry, or when he stood up as DEP Commissioner to stop medical waste on our shores, or to implement the Wetlands Act, or to do the right thing for the people of New Jersey. You know, today is a great day to be down the Jersey Shore, and when Chris was at EPA, he stopped the dumping off of Sandy Hook, and that's one of the reasons we have such beautiful beaches that everybody's down the coast today enjoying, instead of being up here in Trenton. You know, while all the other candidates are pointing fingers and talking about, you know, whether it's Karl Rove or Joe Ferriero, Chris Daggett's out there talking about what we need to move the state forward. And that's really why we're here. It's very rare that you have someone with his kind of background and his kind of knowledge. And that's what we need in New Jersey to move the state forward. Now, some people may say, well, he's not really viable. He's an independent. We don't elect independents. And what I say to them is that you have to look at the man, you have to look at his record, and then if you vote for who has the best qualifications, you vote for Chris Daggett. And as the other campaigns mire themselves deeper into the mud, someone like Chris Daggett gets to stand out more and more. People will get to listen to him and hear him because he'll be at the debates. He's got matching funds. And so I think that instead of the records that we have going on today, which is no we can't, and special interest rule, we have someone, I think, that the people of New Jersey, as they get to hear him and have him send his message, will know that we can make a change here in New Jersey, that we can move the state forward. And that's why the Sierra Club, the nation's oldest and largest conservation group, is proud to be here to endorse Chris Daggett for governor, because there is no one better. And when you talk to people from all the different campaigns, you know, they'll say Chris is a great guy. You know, they all admit it quietly, they'll say it. But, you know, of course, given the politics of New Jersey and all of that, a lot of people who support Chris may not say it, but we'll see how they vote. And that's why we're here today, because Chris Daggett is the future of New Jersey. He's the person who can bring the state together, who has that integrity, who has strong ethics and principles, and who can fight for reform, not just talk about it, but to send a clear message that politics as usual in the state will no longer stand, that we can make New Jersey a great place when we work together, and we have someone like Chris Daggett to lead us. I'll turn it over to Chris. When you get endorsed by the Sierra Club, you're actually allowed to use the Sierra Club logo, unlike some other organization. In fact, what we think is that the RGA should just change the tagline and put Daggett for governor at the end and give us the ad to put out.